Hi everyone, it's Stu here from 3B. I just want to give you guys a quick update as regards the situation here. Some of you actually may know that as well as doing work from home, which I'll talk more about in a moment because that's dramatically changed, um, I also am the carer of my mother who's 81. And some of you may know that in the UK that I believe that from this weekend they're suggesting that those over the age of 70 should self-isolate for 12 weeks, 3 months. Now, obviously, with me living in the same building as my mum, that results in that I too have to self-isolate because if I go out, I could then bring that in and infect my mum with the virus. So as a result of all that, we're self-isolating for 12 weeks, which is, we've kind of been doing it for a couple of weeks anyway because I was very cautious. My mum has some quite serious underlying health conditions related to her lungs. So there is a lot of concern with that. Thankfully, we do live in the country and, even though we have neighbors, it's quite easy for us to self-isolate. Although we got a Tesco order, our food delivery yesterday, and a lot of things were missing because there are an awful lot of selfish people that feel the need to hoard toilet roll and what was the other one? Toilet roll and something else that was really bizarre. Come on, people, stop being selfish because you're hurting people, certainly the elderly that are self-isolating, and their only route to getting food is through these delivery networks. And if they don't get that food, there's no other way that they can get it. Even though I'm here, I can't go out and get it because I could infect my mum if I got it. So we have to be very cautious. On top of all this, a lot of people like me work within what's called the Giga commuter economy, which means that we're sort of flexible. We work from home or from remote offices, and that's changed. That's changing for a lot of people. I know quite a few people that have lost work, myself included. I was informed yesterday that my services as a writer and content creator for other companies within the financial sector is no longer required and won't be required until, well, they don't know. So you could be actually getting more YouTube videos, which is either a good or a bad thing for you guys. I'm not too sure. So that's the news. So for those of you that are aware that I do look after my mum, she's okay. She's fine. We keep things very strict here with keeping our hands clean, keeping the environment clean. We even use my favorite thing, isopropyl alcohol, and that's put on handles. Anything that anyone else is likely to have touched, we clean those too. So yeah, it's crazy times. I just wanted to give you an update of the situation here because I know a lot of you know that I work from home and I also look after my mum. And yeah, it's interesting. So, as a lot of people are saying, just stay safe, keep distance, be considerate of others. Do not hoard food. Do not hoard food. Do not hoard food. There is no need for it. And you're only hurting people like my mum where we're unable to get food, and there's going to be times sort of during this week and next week where we're going to have to reconsider how and what we're going to eat because people have been selfish and hoarded foods that they didn't need to hoard. So that's my take on it. There'll be an update, by the way, on the next gen latest, probably tomorrow because there is the PlayStation 5 announcement today by Mark Cerny, so I'm going to wait for that. We've had the Xbox One, and yeah, so I'll be doing an update. Bob sends his love too. This is Bob. Everyone knows Bob. And Yeah, so I'll be doing an update on that tomorrow when we've got more news on the PS5. We've had an awful lot of news on the Xbox One X, Xbox Series X, and I'll be doing a next gen latest tomorrow with all that hopefully decent news from Sony. Sony, stay safe, wash your hands, do not hoard, keep your distance, look after the elderly, and keep an eye out for your neighbours. Take care. See you next time. Love from me and Bob.